So while the rest of college football is so hyper-focused on the transfer portal, Arizona State is reportedly expected to make two absurd assistant coaching hires per Matt Zenitz of On3 Sports. The first being for Rashad Samples, who's set to come in as a wide receiver and passing game coordinator. The second for Byran Carrington, who's set to come in as a cornerback coach. Today, we need to break this down and talk about why these could be two slam dunk hires for Kenny Dillingham and Arizona State. Before we can, as always, y'all know the drill. I need to hear from you. Hop down to the comments, give me a Y for yes or an N for no. Are you surprised that Arizona State was able to get both of these guys? And let me know what you're thinking. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, hit that bell notification as I do constant college football content. You don't want to miss any of it, and if you enjoyed this content, be sure to like and comment down below as those interactions are massive for content creators such as myself. But having said all that, let's jump right into this. And let's start with Rashad Samples. And first and foremost, both of these guys are very young. But specifically, Rashad Samples is 27 years old, and he's been on the fast track to success. Samples started at the University of Houston as an offensive assistant, but quickly moved from there to being a wide receiver assistant for the University of Texas. From there, he found himself at SMU, where he was very successful working with the running backs, which helped him make the jump from just being an offensive assistant at SMU to being running back coach and recruiting coordinator. From there, he made the jump from college football and SMU to the NFL, where he was the running back coach for the Los Angeles Rams, all before his 28th birthday. This is an individual with serious ties to the DFW area, as well as the Houston region. This is someone who is known as an ace recruiter, and when you look at his history, he's been truly, like I said, on the fast track to success. This is someone that may not have stayed anywhere long, but the reason he hasn't stayed long is because he's getting bigger and brighter opportunities at every turn. That should excite you if you're an Arizona State fan. This is a great hire. He's had tremendous success working with the offense, working with running backs, working with wide receivers, you name it. This guy has known nothing but success, whether we're talking offensive coaching, wide receiver coaching, running back coaching, and certainly recruiting. That's why I say this could be an absolute slam dunk hire. But now we have to turn our attention to Byran Carrington, an ace recruiter, and similar to Rashad Samples, he's a younger dude that hails from Texas. Byran Carrington is 31 years old, and just like Rashad Samples, both of these guys are former Houston Cougars. Now, interestingly enough, with Byran Carrington, if you look at GoFrogs.com, the staff directory site for TCU, they credit Byran Carrington with being involved in 11 five-star recruiting wins while he was at the University of Texas. This is someone who has been known as an ace recruiter, and like I said, when we look at his history, it's been very clear that he's been on the fast track to success, much like Rashad Samples. Carrington started at Houston, where he was on staff when Houston signed the highest-rated recruiting class for a Group of 5 team ever. After that, he went to the University of Texas, where he was loved for his efforts as a recruiter. From there, he went to USC, once again ace recruiter, and then he found his way to TCU, where he currently is being hired from. So these are two huge hires if you're an Arizona State fan, and if you're a college football fan, you've got to take note, because Rashad Samples is a guy that multiple teams wanted, from Texas A&M to Oklahoma, and Byran Carrington is a name that's been tossed around circles multiple times as being a guy you have got to watch out for, is Arizona State gets to hire them both in the same day. As the rest of college football is worried about the transfer portal, Kenny Dillingham and the Sundevils are making big-time moves. Can't wait to hear from all of you. Hop down to the comments, let me know what you're thinking. That's it. See ya.